At this point in time, have you made more money podcasting or from your career? Because you have platinum records, and you were in it when the money was stupid.
It's really hard to say. I always get asked that question, but I can tell you this: there's nothing like being a platinum artist. I'm being honest with you. Look at a person when they first go platinum, and look at that smile.
It's different, right?
Listen to me. I promise you, if I could get another hit record, I can show you how to tour for 2 years. That was my bread and butter, was touring.
Yeah.
Right? So, being a platinum artist, traveling, and see, this is the reason why it's difficult for me to answer that question, because at one point, Kev, I was going from Capone and Noriega's show at 6 p.m., drive to the other side, do a reggaeton N.O.R.E show, and then at night, do a solo N.O.R.E Homeboy I Came to Party show.
What the fuck?
That's at one point I was doing that.
You were like the DJ Camilo of rappers.
Just think about it. Just think about it. If I'm in Germany, I can do an hour in Dusseldorf. As long as I'm not performing in that city, that contract is still valid.
For sure.
And I can go to Berlin.
And get
I
another
can drive
bag.
to Berlin. And then from Berlin, I can drive to Frankfurt.
Run it up.
N.O.R.E has a different audience than Capone and Noriega.
Yeah. 100%. And that's different than the reggaeton.
Then it's different than the reggaeton.
Yeah.
All I got to do is add Big Beto with me. Mm-hmm. Or ask Daddy Yankee or somebody to come out, and we have... I can actually do 3 shows a night if I wanted to. It's exhausting, and at one point I had to do it. But, so if you ask me what makes more now, podcasting is the easier money. Why? Because I can look and I can say, what kind of watch is that?
It's just an Apple Watch.
I can say to Apple. I got Bootleg Kev on my show this week. His algorithms was this, and Apple could say, all right, cool, we'll give you these ads for such and such. So now I don't get no calluses. It's not a long conversation. It's an easier process, as opposed to I got to deal with scumbag promoters. Every promoter's a scumbag.
Mm.
I mean, like, oh God, you ever dealt with the promoter?
Yeah, they're gonna come up with every excuse possible to.
They're gonna try to the
short
name
you.
of the game is to get over on you. They have to make money. They have to pay you, and then they have to make money off of you.
Right. Okay, I want to hit you with your own game before we leave.
I'm in.
You're either or.
Let's go.
All right. Let's go with Big Pun or DMX.
I'll take a shot. But I'm gonna go Big Pun more because I had a longer
friendship
with Big Pun. Me and X relationship was great in the beginning. In the middle, we lost, and then at the end, it was. I was with DMX every day before he died. And then remember, he went to Atlanta. He had left Miami. He went to Atlanta. He shot the video with Benny the Butcher, which he never even met Benny the Butcher. I introduced him to Benny the Butcher. Benny the Butcher would tell you this. So at Billy's Stone Crab. That was our meeting in the parking lot. We had meetings every day. But X went to Atlanta, and then he went to New York, and then he passed away. But
Pharrell or Capone?
Yeah, I'm taking a shot for that. Yeah, I'm taking a shot.
So far, I got 2 good ones so far.
Yeah. But I would actually lean more towards Capone because of same reason. Yeah, same reason. Like we got.
You guys came in the game together.
Yeah, I got a lot more. But Pharrell's up there with me.
Jay-Z or Nas?
I gotta go Nas because Queens. You know what I'm saying? But on any given day, it would be both. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like Nas is the reason why I'm rapping. Like Ilmatic, when I was about to say when I saw Ilmatic, because that's how I saw Ilmatic. I didn't hear Illmatic. I saw Illmatic. Like when I heard that album, I knew those Queensbridge blocks. I knew the pissy elevator he was talking about. I knew the project window he was talking about. I knew the garbage can that he talked about. I knew the crackhead that he said the buck that bought the bottle could have struck the lotto. Yeah. I knew that guy.
That's crazy.
So that's the reason why I would have to go that is because he wrote an album for me. Even though he didn't write the album,
but it was
me.
for you, yeah.
But that shit was for me. I claim it to this day.
Yeah.
Like when you, I be around him, I bring up Illmatic, he'll turn his head, and I'll be like, I don't care. That album changed my life. Like that album means more to me than anything. And then I became a rapper.
Podcast edition, then.
Okay, let's go.
Millions of dollars worth of game
Or Joe Budden?
Or Joe Budden.
I'm going to take a shot for that. I love them both. And I love when they beefing, too. I love it. Like, I'm going to be honest, because we're getting too much money to really be beefing, right?
Right.
So they're not beefing. So if you see $1 million worth of game beefing with Joe, they're not beefing.
Right.
They're doing what we're supposed to do. We're being competitive. But I remember Gilly, because I told it to Gilly, I didn't tell it to Wallow. And Gilly was like, yo, man, because we really didn't know what we were doing in the beginning. So we had Gilly with Shaggy. It wasn't me. Shit don't even go together, right? All of y'all faces look like what? Like
right.
We had Gilly with Shaggy on the podcast. And Gilly was like, yo, you don't put out the weed? And I was like, nah. He's like, you really drink? And I'm like, yeah. So you just be you. And I was just like, yeah. I would like to think that I was one of. He says it.
Mm-hmm.
He says me and Tax Stone. He says that me and Tax Stone is the reason why they got into podcast space. And I love that because, you know, I feel like Gilly listened to me. I feel like Math Hoffa listened to me.
For sure. Math.
You know what I'm saying? Math is doing phenomenal. He's independent. Like Math, like a lot of people don't. And he receives shit with when he had Fat Joe on the thing. But he's independent. Like, and that shit is hard. Like, let me just tell you something. I've been independent. And I've been major. And I tell you, I like major a lot more than I like independent.
Right. You got to do everything yourself.
You might make more independently eventually.
You get higher percentage.
But I like the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
I'm not a Motel 6 dude. I'm a St. Regis guy. I am not Chick-fil-A.
Right. First of all, Chick-fil-A is amazing.
It's amazing, but that's not what I want.
Are you sure?
I want caviar.
I get it.
And fried chicken.
And you do drink expensive liquor.
Yes.
You gave me a shot of some shit when we were in Tampa, and I was
that's right, Japanese whiskey.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yamazaki 18. That's Jay-Z's favorite drink.
Oh,
Yamazaki 18.
That shit was strong.
Yes, it's $2.50 a shot. Yeah.
DJ Vlad or Elliott Wilson?
That's a good one.
I just pulled that out of my ass, by the way.
You know, ironically enough, I'll go with DJ Vlad.
Explain.
I like DJ Vlad. I always did. I just think that he's a stubborn guy.
He is, for sure.
He's a stubborn guy. But when he believes in his morals, and I like the fact that me and him, like, we had our little shit, and he admitted it. Like, he admitted, like, his fault.
He admits when he's wrong. And
like, I like that. Like,
and whether
that's
you
a
like
man
him,
to me.
whether you like him or not, he's an absolute pioneer.
Yes,
and
that's a man to me. And then he came to see me by himself. And you know, he usually goes with security. And he came to see me by himself. We went to Itaro, sat there, drank all night just by ourselves. And it was like, to me, that's a man. Like, if everything I'm gonna do is not gonna please you.
For
Kev.
sure, you
like,
can't please everybody at all.
It's
100%.
not gonna please me. But the fact is, if you thought I was offended of something, or if I offended you of something, and I say, yo, Kev, you know what? I didn't mean that. That's not how I meant it. So, you know, can we move on? And then we move on, and then it's amicably and everything. You gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the fact that he brought Lord Jamar back on.
For sure.
Like,
shout out to Lord Jamar. He has Team Jordans. We gotta fix that.
No, that was horrible.
He's got the Mexican Jays.
He had the Hectors. He had the Hectors on. Yes, Lord Jamal. Listen, I would not come at you. You know I love you, Lord Jamal. If I had your number, I would have texted you.
I would have said
that.
Send me your address.
Except for the Jordans. You had Jordans that Jordans wouldn't wear. Like not even the baby Jordan would wear that. Come on, Lord Jamal. But that's my man, and I love the fact that they both of them. They had a great relationship,
and they had great content together.
So I love that, man. I love hip hop growing. I love this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. I love, like, you know, we can make mistakes and move on.
Last one, newer shows.
Okay.
It is what it is. Cameron and Mace versus Joe and Jada's show. Now, I want you to dispel your relationships with either of them. Which show have you enjoyed the most?
I gotta go with It Is What It Is. I see Joe and Jada's show every day. In real life, you're like, yeah, this is just what we do in a car ride. Yeah, this is just me at fucking Makoto's with Joe, and I'm talking about. Listen,
like I
it could
this.
be with me and Joe, and it could be 8 ladies. He still has the same stories.
So
He's still, let's kill everybody. All right, chill, Joe. Let's have some soup, brother. You know what I'm saying? But so and me and Cam spoke the other day. I posted a picture. Cam is being him as well.
The Cam and Mace dynamic is special.
And the thing about it is, he was smart enough to say, let Mace be Mace. Everyone knew Cam's personality.
Right.
Everyone knew that he had it's dope personalities in hip hop, right? When you think of it, it's Fat Joe, it's
you,
N.O.R.E, it's Cameron, it's Trick Daddy.
Yeah. Boozy.
What's Boozy part? Webby need a goddamn podcast. Where you at, Webby?
Hey.
I'm looking for you. I've been looking for you high and low. I know I can't sign Boozy because Boozy gonna say, yeah, give me $3 million.
He's gonna want to.
Damn.
Yeah,
I feel like I paid Boosie and I didn't pay him. Like, cause he's just about that life.
For that bag.
He's about that bag. But Webby, he deserves a podcast.
All right, so look, man.
But I gotta go with. Let me finish.
Go
Because those are the personalities. But here's what I didn't know. I forgot how funny Mace was.
Oh, hilarious.
I forgot totally because Mace was always kind of like the pretty boy.
Right.
And you forget about the skits that he had on the album where he was making fun. He was showing you his personality. But when you got to see them actually perform, because when you're doing a podcast or you're doing a show, I don't give a fuck what you're thinking. You're not just talking. We're performing. If you're a hip-hop artist, you're a natural performer. That's why when you talk and you see somebody that comes to your show, they always look at the crowd. What I'm saying to you is important, but what I'm saying to them, are they catching on? It's a natural person that performs.
Right.
When you get to see Cam and Jada perform, Cam and Mace perform, when they're sitting there, even down to the popcorn, even down to the suits, because they're mocking. When I didn't wear suits, they're mocking the sports guys. And they're saying, look, I'm looking better than y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it hip-hop.
And I own this shit.
That, to me, I can't compare nothing to that. And you can see the set. Like, you can actually see the budget come in on the set. I don't know if you know. Like, when they first had it, the budget looked good.
Oh, well, the shit they're doing in Vegas right now.
Yeah, but then you could tell when the budget came in, the cameras got brighter.
That LED wall.
The set. They had another
insane.
show.
Yeah.
I love that. You said no relationship involved. Right now, that is the show. And the fact is, which a lot of people don't even understand, they're not even anybody's competition.
No, there's nobody else who's doing what they're doing.
They're in sports.
They're doing a.
They don't even come up on the hip hop.
They are a sports show.
Yeah, so like anybody mad at them, you're actually an idiot.
I just don't understand anybody who's mad at anybody.
But now Jada and Joe's show at first was being called a sports show, and I was like, yo, y'all a little foul at first. But now they talk about other shit.
Not for sure.